Sjac, pleased to meet you.
Sjac, I'm Bryce. I'm from Mizuno Golf. I'm the area
Cool.
sales manager here in KZN for Mizuno
Welcome.
Golf. Thanks for having me.
So you are going to show the new options available in the Mizuno wedge range.
That's correct, Sjac. So we have two different models which we've added to our Mizuno Pro range, the Mizuno Pro T-1 and the T-3. So today I just want to talk to you a little bit about the options, some of the tech we've incorporated in these wedges, and what type of golfers can be using these wedges.
Benefit from the two options.
Correct. So the T1 wedge, this is our grain flow forged Mizuno Pro range, our 1025 mild carbon steel.
The famous carbon steel.
The famous carbon steel. So fully forged in our exclusive facility in Hiroshima, Japan. So what we've done with that is we've brought the Mizuno Pro feel into our wedges now.
Wow.
Yes, it's definitely a next level thing for us in our wedge game. Okay, so just a little bit about the design of this T1 wedge. So we have a teardrop design, in the shape of this head.
Look.
Yes, you can see the teardrop design there with a straightened leading edge. So that just helps the aesthetics of the club, the way it looks when...
And the versatility, I would guess.
The versatility as well as the aesthetics when someone's looking at it all different angles. It looks very good and it obviously gives off that Mizuno Pro famous look. Basically what we've done in the tech on these wedges, we've added in some amazing different designs on the face. Our quad cut grooves is a new development and enhancement of these wedges. The quad cut grooves are there as well as a micro flow grain to help get rid of any water retention on the wedges. When you're playing in wet, rainy conditions or the early morning rounds, when you're playing in the dew.
So you're going to be guaranteed more consistent spin throughout the round. If you start early in the morning and there's a bit of wetness on the face, you're going to get the same spin as later on.
Correct, yes. So basically that technology in the face of the club helps channel the water off the face.
Away from the ball.
It's basically adding a whole lot of consistency to the club and obviously spin control as well as feel off the face of this club in the T1. So we have 6 different ground options. The ground options help different golfers who are looking for different...
Suited to the golfer.
Exactly, suited for the golfer, what they're looking to get out of a wedge. If you're looking to put something like this in the bag, you get fitted for a wedge by a professional fitter and they can recommend the best ground for you. Also, what we can do is we have 3 different color options in the wedges. So we have our classic satin, we then have the blue iron and the black iron. So we have different options there for guys looking for different colors.
I know my pick. It's the blue one. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous looking club.
The true Mizuno blue there.
Beautiful design.
Yes. Sjac, I just want to talk to you a little bit about shaft options. So what we can do with the shafts is we can match your shafts
to the actual irons.
To your iron shafts,
That's a good
and so hence why we really push at getting the fitting, getting the wedge fitting. Because we can enhance your play, make sure that we get the right shafts for you in the wedges.
So you're matching the same swing weight and feel of the irons into the wedges.
Correct. In these T1 options, we have a right-handed option, a left-handed as well in the satin, and then in the 2 other colors, we only have a right-handed option.
Right-handed option.
Yes. I'd like to go on to the T3 wedge. So obviously part of our Mizuno Pro range as well. It is once again fully forged. Our grain flow forge process. The biggest difference for this is we have a bit of a bigger face. It helps with forgiveness, a little bit more consistency, especially for those off-center shots. So it's a shallow cavity wedge with a little bit of a bigger face, which helps those off-center hits and
with the consistency across the board.
Yes, exactly. Basically gives you that ultimate forgiveness.
And that confidence for the player that needs that little boost with his short game.
Yes, definitely. We've also added our quad cut grooves as well as our hydro flow micro grooves for channeling that water off there, as well as obviously the quad cut grooves in there to help with the spins consistency on short shots around the greens as well as full longer shots. With this we have 2 different color options. So right here I have the satin and we've just introduced a black iron as well in the T3 wedge.
The black option.
Yes.
I was just going to say that the guys like that stealthy look of the black wedge.
Yeah, for sure. Even though it is a more forgiving wedge, we do have 3 different grinds. So those sole profiles, we do have those options available. And if you're looking for something in the bag with a little more forgiveness and you're looking for a couple different grinds, we do have that offering in the T3 as well. These wedges have replaced the T24 and the S23. Those are the older models in our range. Part of our Mizuno Pro series, we've now introduced the fully forged feel. Nothing feels like a Mizuno.
Very cool.
We really believe on getting a fitting, even if it's a wedge fitting.
Exactly.
Just make sure we dial in getting the player the correct wedge, the correct shaft, the correct lie angle, the correct grind and bounce.
Right.
That's going to help you improve your game, ultimately enjoy it more.
So just for the viewers at home, very, very important that you get fitted for these wedges to your bag. Like you heard, the gapping is very important. They cover all the different grinds for course conditions or player swing characteristics. If you're a player that is very steep into your ball or very shallow, they've got a club that matches your profile. So visit your nearest house of golf or contact your local pro and set up a fitting with Mizuno.